Hello, hello, my magical friends. Welcome to another Witchful Ways podcast episode. This is Annika. I offer you insight, guidance, tools, and amazing memberships to allow you to live a magical life every single day. So we made it through another wheel of the year. It is officially the witch's new year, right? Samhain ended on the sundown on November 1st, which brings us to a full turning of the wheel of the year, which means we are in a new year. So I'm sure most of you, just like me, also celebrate the calendar new year of January 1st, right? December 31st to January 1st. I feel like the majority of us, and us being witches, right? Or heathens, whatever you want to call us, the majority of us have integrated both of the calendars of the year, right? So we celebrate multiple things, and it's always you do you, witchy poo, whatever you feel is best. A lot of us, the majority of us, will celebrate Yule and Christmas. A lot of us will celebrate the new year on November 1st and on January 1st. I mean, it just doubles your celebration, so why not? But what I wanted to come on today and talk about was, so what do you do for the Witch's New Year? What's this time of year good for to be able to move through your upcoming year? And the Witch's New Year brings us into the dark half of the year, right? We are in a time in the Northern Hemisphere, again, where I'm at, we're in a time where we're moving into the colder, right? The Burr months, October, November, and December, right? Are cold around here. At least for me, I'm in Wisconsin. So we go into a mode of rest, restoring, relaxation, revitalization, and planning, because what we're really doing is we're planning for the next year. We've got this period of time where things tend to slow down. The energy tends to pull back into yourself, just like the energy of the trees and plants outside pulls back into their roots so that they can restore and they can remain, right? And plan to release that energy in the upcoming spring. So when the light half of the year comes again. So we kind of tend to do that same thing. I always invite, again, the students of my memberships to go, you know what? Now is the perfect time to make those plans. Now is the perfect time, and the energy cycle, or the energy within the cycle, to be able to really dig into what it is that you want to accomplish for yourself in your life in the next month, in the next, 6 months, in the next year, in the next 5 years. Because sometimes our manifesting abilities and the things that we are looking to manifest into our life, it takes more than one lunar cycle to get that down, right? Like there are things that have taken me 5 years that I've worked on to manifest, but because you plan. And you plan during these darker times, right? During these times where things go introspectively, where you start looking at what are things that I'm doing that are holding me back from not manifesting what I desired? Or what do I need to do now that I've accomplished this to be able to push forward into the next phase of what I want to manifest? So this is a perfect time to be doing that. And we are also coming up, as the recording of this podcast, this coming Thursday is the new moon, the dark moon to new moon phase. So that means it's really a great time this week to go inside, to go internal, to take those looks inside of what is it that you are doing, what is it you want to release, what is it that you need to be doing so that you propel yourself forward in the next coming months and year. So we also have an amazing time right now in the beginning of the year. What I like to do is to choose a quote unquote, let's call it a theme of the year, okay? Or a word of the year. And this year, it didn't take me very long to decide what that was going to be. My word for the choice of this upcoming new year is simplify. And you would think that with the pandemic and being, things being so pulled back and having to just kind of slow everything down, that things would be simplified, but actually it made it a little bit more complicated for some of us, right? Especially people like me that have the personality of the overthinker and the what I like to call the squirrel syndrome or the shiny syndrome, where we start with one thing and our focus is on it. That's like, oh, there's something cool. And oh, there's something cool, right? So my word for this next upcoming year, to start immediately because we are in the new year, is simplify. And that is to bring things back to me that is taking away my focus, which is spreading my personal power away from me, right? When we have things all over the place, our personal power just kind of slips away from us. So we have to remember to pull that back. And this time of year and in the dark to new moon phase is the perfect time to be doing that type of shadow work. Okay, because that is part of shadow work. Going deeper into what are the reasons that I haven't done the things that I want to do, or that I haven't been able to manifest the things that I want to achieve and or receive. Because 9 times out of 10, when something doesn't manifest, it's because of our internal shadow self. We are subconsciously blocking it to a certain extent, right? So I invite you to most definitely take this upcoming week to really look back at the week that, or the year that you've had, to realize what it is that you no longer need in your life, like people that cause drama and situations that cause unease and people that cause you to not be your authentic self. You don't need those, right? Choose that now is the time that you're going to release yourself from those things and situations and distance yourself from those people for your own self-love, for your own mental health, for your own magical, energetic ability to be able to create something so much better to replace the space that all the negative crap is taking up in your life. So be sure to do that. And then contemplate what it is that you want to achieve and make yourself a plan. Like spend this month, right? Or at least this week, but a little bit of time to make a plan on what you're going to do. Because if you don't have a plan, you just start doing things like throwing spaghetti at the wall, right? And seeing what sticks. Where if you have a plan, you know what steps and then what actions need to be taken. So if one of those things is working on your intuitive ability or your magical abilities, I want to invite you to join this Magical Circle membership. 30-day free trial going on. It's $20 a month after that. We have live virtual gatherings. We have all kinds of information. You have all my courses in there. You have reading lists in there. You have meditation programs in there. There is so much in there, and I would love to see you in there. And you can go to witchfulways.com and look on the homepage, and you're going to find a big thing that says Magical Circle. So, and then always, if you want to join me on social media, if you are on social media, in the Witchful Ways private group, I would love to interact with you there as well. I hope that you take this time to really look into what it is that your core beliefs and systems and values and behaviors are, because right now the energy is intense and amazing for you to be able to release what no longer serves you. Again, to be able to make room for all the amazing new positive changes and transformations and things that can fill your life with magic. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day.